To cheer up his depressed childhood sweetheart, Susan Santiago, my husband dragged me, who was heavily pregnant in my third trimester, up to the mountain peak of a tourist spot. He wanted me to do 99 bungee jumps. I clutched my belly and firmly refused. Daniel, are you out of your mind? I'm this far along in my pregnancy. If I jump now, I'll miscarry. But Daniel Anderson didn't care in the slightest. Stop exaggerating. A truly healthy child can't miscarry. If it happens, it means the child was already flawed to begin with. This is survival of the fittest. With that, he forcefully pried my fingers from the railing. As I plummeted, I looked up to see Daniel laughing, his arms wrapped around Susan, both of them leaning over, hysterically laughing from the stands. In that moment, I finally saw the truth about the man I had loved for 8 years. Daniel snapped, all I asked you to do this afternoon was go bungee jumping a few times to cheer Susan up, and you had to fake a faint to scare everyone. I even invited some of Susan's friends over for a party to cheer her up, and she was finally starting to feel better. As soon as Daniel finished speaking, the atmosphere shifted. Susan nestled in his arms, pouted teasingly and nuzzled her head against him. She said, Daniel, you worry too much. It's just a little severe depression and anxiety, nothing major. The doctor said that as long as someone who really loves me is with me, I'll be fine. Daniel felt a wave of tenderness and worry wash over him at her words. He softly caressed the top of her head and said, you little fool, didn't I tell you? As long as I'm here, you never have to put on a brave face. After saying that, he shot me a look. He snapped, why are you just standing there? Hurry up and clean this up. After almost 20 hours of non-stop chaos, I was running on fumes, looking at the disaster zone around me. I rubbed my throbbing temples. I said, get someone else to clean this mess. I'm beat. Daniel snapped, always tired, huh? What do you even do all day that's so exhausting? Ever since you got pregnant, it's just I'm tired non-stop. His brows were furrowed, his eyes full of disgust. He said, every woman goes through pregnancy. Why are you the only one acting so fragile? Have you even seen yourself lately? You've packed on so much weight, even a pig would look skinnier than you on its feet. Just clean up the house, it's exercise. Think of it as losing weight, alright? Susan propped her chin up, feigning innocence. She said, Whitney, I heard pregnant women can't be too lazy, or the baby will end up super lazy too. She added, if your kid gets your dumb and ugly genes, and then turns out lazy on top of that, they'll totally get tossed aside as a loser in life. Right at that moment, I honestly wanted to storm into the kitchen, turn on the gas, and blow this whole place up with those two scumbags inside, but I was just too exhausted. I could only muster the last of my strength to straighten my back. I said, whoever made this mess can clean it up. It's not my problem. With that, I just walked out. As I shut the door, I heard Daniel start cursing inside. He yelled, whatever. Go wherever you want. Hell, with that big belly of yours, not even selling yourself will get you anywhere. I hadn't even made it to the gate of the neighborhood when my phone started blowing up with notifications. Daniel had cut off all the secondary cards and shared payment limits he'd set up for me these past few years of trying for a baby. My savings were pretty much gone. I knew what Daniel was up to. He was cutting me off, trying to force my hand. The night wind was getting colder and harsher. I didn't even have time to feel sorry for myself. Clutching my flimsy coat tighter, I pushed on through the freezing wind and rain. Finally, before sunrise, I found a rundown motel for $30 a night and holed up there. Exhausted, I collapsed onto the moldy-smelling bed and passed out. The next day, by the time I finally woke up, it was already afternoon. I checked my phone. Just as I thought, not a single missed call. There was just one update from Susan on her social feed, posted 8 hours ago. She wrote, if the place sucks, just upgrade. What does it feel like to be spoiled rotten? The pic showed her and Daniel taking a romantic bath together in the luxury tub of a 5-star hotel. Deep inside, that stabbing pain hit me all over again. But honestly, what I felt even more was the sickening disgust I couldn't even describe. I took a screenshot of that steamy photo, then I sent it to one of my contacts who never stopped spamming lawyer ads. I asked her, as a pro, to help me draft a divorce agreement and a formal lawyer's letter. I was taking Daniel to court for a divorce. I was done waiting. While I was preparing for the divorce, Daniel didn't reach out to me at all. He completely ignored me the whole time. 3 days went by with nothing from Daniel. Out of the blue, I got a call from one of Daniel's buddies. He told me Daniel had a heart attack and passed out at his regular bar. I was afraid his illness would delay my divorce case, so I didn't hesitate for a second. I rushed straight to the address his friend gave me. When I rushed into the bar's private room,